Welcome to the Veteran Entrepreneur Network. I'm your host, Cameron Burrell, Army engineer veteran, entrepreneur, and fleet operations business owner. On this podcast, we talk trucking, logistics, fleet operations, entrepreneurship, business growth, leadership, and real-world lessons from the field. Let's get into today's episode. Picture this. A Monday morning at the yard. 3 trucks sitting idle because a schedule change didn't make it to the cruise. 1 lost day of revenue, overtime to fix the backlog, and a frustrated customer calling. I was standing in the lot thinking, we would have avoided this if we tracked one number. That single metric would have flagged a bottleneck before it cost us a day of work. By the end of the next 10 minutes, you'll know the 3 simple metrics to start tracking, how to collect them without expensive systems, and 1 easy dashboard you can run for a week to test it out. Why do metrics matter? Because they replace arguments and opinions with facts you can act on. In small operations, I see 2 common approaches: gut decisions and reactive firefighting. Gut decisions are fast but inconsistent. You guess how many trucks to staff, hope routes line up, and then raise prices when things go wrong. Reactive firefighting costs more: overtime, lost customers, and squeezed margins. Numbers give you repeatable signals. For example, if your utilization rate shows trucks are active just 55% of the day, that's a scheduling problem. If turn time per unit is climbing, that's an operational delay to fix. Numbers don't replace judgment, they focus it. Today, I'll walk through 3 KPIs that actually move the needle for small fleets and mobile service teams, and how to calculate them on a whiteboard or spreadsheet.
First KPI, utilization rate. This is the percentage of paid working time your unit, truck, crew, or washer is actively servicing customers or driving between jobs. Formula, utilization equals active service time divided by paid time available times 100. Practical field example, a crew works 8 hours, spends 5 hours on jobs and 3 hours on travel, waiting, or prep. Utilization is 62.5%. Why it matters? Low utilization hides idle labor and wasted margin. Aim for steady improvement, not a single perfect number. Second KPI, turn time per unit. This measures the average time you spend on a single stop or asset from arrival to completion and clear. Track it in minutes. If a fleet wash normally takes 45 minutes and your average is drifting to 60, you either have staffing or process inefficiencies, maybe extra prep, harder dirt, or missing equipment. Turn time directly affects how many jobs you can schedule per day and therefore revenue per route. Third KPI, on-time service percentage. This is straightforward. The number of scheduled appointments started within an agreed window divided by the total scheduled appointments, expressed as a percentage. High on-time performance reduces customer complaints and allows predictable routing. Between these 3, utilization, turn time, and on-time percentage, you can see capacity, efficiency, and reliability clearly. I like these because you can collect them without telematics, and they each point to a different fix: scheduling, process, or communication.
A quick note about optional metrics. Add them only when they answer an immediate question. Consider fuel per route if fuel is a major cost or you suspect inefficient routing. Track repeat service rate if quality problems force returns, but avoid metric overload. More metrics can create paralysis. Start with the 3 core KPIs for 1 week, then add a 4th only if it will change a decision. Now, how to collect this data without expensive systems? Low-cost, low-friction methods win. Option A, the yard whiteboard. At the start of the day, list each truck or crew, scheduled jobs, and simple columns: active minutes, start time, end time, status. Have a site champion update start and finish times with a marker or dry erase sticker. Option B, a shared spreadsheet. A single row per job with columns for scheduled start, actual end, travel minutes, and notes. Link it to a phone-based timestamp. Crews text a single code at job start and end, a timestamp text, or shared form entry. Option C, simple GPS checks. Not full telematics, but a quick location check from a driver phone to confirm arrival times for high-value clients. Dashboard layout. Keep it 1 page. Top left, daily totals. Utilization percent, average turn time, on-time percent. Top right, trend spark line for the last 7 days for each metric. Middle, exceptions. Jobs that exceeded target turn time or were late. bottom, one action rule for the day. For example, reduce route by one stop, or add helper on 2 longest jobs. That single page becomes your morning briefing for dispatch and the yard champion.
Turning numbers into action is the most important step. Data without decisions is busy work. Here are straightforward rules of thumb I use in operations. 1. If utilization is below your target by more than 10 percentage points for 2 days, consolidate routes or reduce planned stops per truck until utilization recovers. That preserves margin and avoids pushing crews into overtime. 2. If average turn time per unit increases by 20% week over week, run a quick time in motion on the 2 longest jobs. Often you'll find a missing tool, a slow prep step, or an unnecessary approval. Fix that and shave minutes back immediately. 3. If on-time service drops under 90% for more than 3 days, audit communication. Are customers getting accurate ETAs? Is traffic or staging creating delays? Small changes to confirmation messages or a 5-minute buffer in schedules can restore reliability. Also use price as a signal. If your measured capacity, the number of jobs a route can reliably handle, is near full, raise route minimums or introduce a small premium for tight windows. If capacity is consistently underused, run targeted discounts on low traffic days rather than lowering prices across the board. These are the kind of actionable changes that convert a weekly spreadsheet into real margin protection and smoother operations. Quick win checklist. 1-week pilot you can start tomorrow. 1. Choose one site champion. 2. Put the one-page dashboard on a whiteboard or shared sheet. 3. Track the 3 KPIs for 7 days using start and end times or a single phone timestamp per job. 4. Hold a 10-minute weekly review with dispatch and the site champion to pick one operational change. 5. Measure the impact the following week. Copy this dashboard layout. Utilization percent, average turn time in minutes, on-time percent on top, exceptions in the middle, single daily action at the bottom. Run this pilot for 2 weeks and compare revenue per route, overtime hours, and customer complaints before you scale. Small pilots reduce resistance and give you a measurable decision point. Recap and next steps. 3 action items to start today. 1. Assign a site champion and set up the one-page dashboard. 2. Track the 3 KPIs for 1 week using a whiteboard or shared sheet. 3. Run one simple operational change based on what the numbers tell you and measure the result. If you try this and want feedback, share a photo or a screenshot on social and tag the show so I can jump in with suggestions. Remember the signature. Real-world business, real strategies, real results. Take the dashboard into the yard this week and look for one quick win. You'll be surprised how compounding small changes can become dependable margin. Thanks for listening to the Veteran Entrepreneur Network. If today's episode brought you value, make sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share the podcast with another entrepreneur, owner-operator, or business professional. Keep building, keep learning, and keep moving forward. We'll see you on the next episode.